All right, thank you. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, it was supposed to be just one quick article, but of course I ran into something else that I saw that I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So I'm just going to, two really quick articles. The first one is something that I've spoken about before. This actually, hot off the press here, Tuesday, May 9th, 2023. This is over at the Guardian website. It's a UK or a British newspaper. Anyway, so here, the first UK baby with DNA from 3, right here, if you can see that, 3 people born after new IVF procedure. So it says, exclusive mitochondrial donation treatment aims to prevent children from inheriting incurable diseases. Now, this is the way they're selling it, okay? And this is the way that everybody's going to say, oh, well, you know, let's go ahead and trust the science, right? Let's just trust the science, because science is always right, okay? Man-made, you know, let's trust it. Okay, here we go. So the basic concept here is that babies are now going to have DNA from 3 people, okay? First of all, there is a mother's fertilized egg. What they're saying is that this mother has unhealthy mitochondria, right? So pretty much the first mother has issues with certain diseases, or there's a chance that she may pass down to her child or her children certain diseases, right? So what they do is there is a donor's fertilized egg, okay? She has healthy mitochondria. So the donor nuclear material removed and destroyed, okay? Then of course we have the donor egg. So basically, and I'm going to read to you here, so it's a little, I'm going to read it, start from here. Because the embryos combine sperm and egg from the biological parents with tiny battery-like structures called mitochondria from the donor's egg, the resulting baby has DNA from the mother and father as usual, plus, right here, plus a small amount of genetic material, about 37 genes from the donor, okay? The process has led to the phrase 3-parent babies, though more than 98.8% of the DNA in the babies comes from the mother and father. Well, yes, and this is, again, this is the way they're wording it, okay? You have to pay attention to the nice big words, the comfy words, okay? Words and phrases that make you feel comfortable inside, that make you say, you know what, it's okay if we start doing this. It's okay if we start playing God again and again and again with different things and science. So this is basically what they're doing. They're saying, you know what, if we do this, you know, the babies now born to these parents who go through these treatments, they're going to be the healthiest superhuman soldiers. This is the word that I'm using, not in the article. In the article, it's all painting as, you know, unicorns and rainbows and flowers and everything's perfect with this treatment. But this is what they're trying to do, in my opinion. They're just trying to build superhuman soldiers, right? They're trying to erase anything that they don't like, whether it be, you know, color of the eyes, or, yeah, in some cases, maybe a sickness or a disease that may run in the family. But my point is today for you to use wise discernment. When you read an article like this one, yes, they're selling it as something that's really good for humanity. Oh yes, God would want you to do it because he wants you to save lives. Really? Like this, in this manner where you're pretending to be God? I don't know. That doesn't sit well with me, but I know there are going to be probably a lot of conservatives, a lot of Christians, good Christians, that will support this and that will take on the view of this article that, hey, this is a great process. Babies are going to come now. They're going to have 3 parents basically, but who cares? You know, everything is for good, no problem. So this is really the first article. Does anybody have any questions or any, have you guys read about this before? Have you seen any articles in the past?
Cynthia, I was watching a movie once, and it's called The Boys from Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody saw that, but if you didn't, you ought to go look it up. This is a German experiment, and even though it's a true story, you know, they kind of fictionalized it a little bit, but all they were doing was getting the DNA that was left from Hitler, and they were creating boys that all looked like him. So they all had the same eyes, the same hair, everything was the same, and they looked like mini, you know, twins or triplets or whatever that is. And so it is, you know, this is something they've been thinking about, and that's an old movie now. This is something they've been thinking about for the longest time. I know Germany wanted to do it, but, you know, of course they fell apart, and so that didn't work out. But this is scary. I don't, you know, I will say this, it is scary, but we should not be alarmed by it, because we know that, you know, the Lord is mindful of all these things going on.
Right. Exactly. And then, you know, if you also remember, when I spoke about this, I was talking about the machines that they've created that are pretty much wombs. So they're growing the baby inside these wombs, right? Again, you know, they're taking that, the high, you know, high road, you know, this is the good for humanity. You know, a lot of women can't carry babies, so we're going to help them. This is the way they sell it. It's just disgusting. And people fall for that. The unfortunate thing is that many good people, many intelligent people, many conservatives, many Christians, good Christians, will fall for it and will take that position of, yes, it's good for humanity. Who cares if we have to sacrifice a few, or if a few are lost, or if our soul is lost? We're going to live longer. We want to live to be 1,000. You know, we want to have perfect children. You know, we're going to fix, pretty much what they're saying, we're going to fix the mistake that God has made, or that God has made. That's it. But anyway, and now there is another one, and I was actually searching for another, the article that I was actually reading last night, but I did not find it. I had it, and I thought I saved it, but I didn't. But this one is from the New York Times, A Taste for Cannibalism. So basically here, in this article, they're reviewing and talking about different books, TV shows, movies, that pretty much is just, they're talking about cannibalism. They're promoting cannibalism, and they're trying to normalize cannibalism. There is even a restaurant, I believe it's in Los Angeles, California. I'm not too sure about the city, but I know it's in California, where really they are trying to sell that eating human meat, human flesh, okay? And there is even a company where it's even being promoted by celebrities, okay, from Hollywood, that you can grow they'll take a little sample of, for example, their cheek, and they will have that little sample grow. They will grow it in a lab, and they will sell it to whoever wants to eat flesh from whatever celebrity. Okay, this is the new in thing. This is it right now, the cannibalism, and normalizing that mentality and that disgusting type of life of sin. It's pure sin. But that's what they're indulging in. That's the current thing in Hollywood. Again, in different books, in different movies and TV series. And so this article was really, you know, not great, you know, not wonderfully written or whatever, but it's just basically talking about the different books, like here, the La Pavona, a novel a certain hunger, a novel. Tender is the flesh. I mean, just look at this. Disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. But this is what they're trying to sell, especially to young people. Okay, children and young people that think, oh, they have to follow their celebrity crush or whomever they idolize, unfortunately. And that's how they do it. That's one way. That's one way to get the people, the children, early and to indoctrinize them into whatever agenda, in this case, cannibalism, to normalize it, right? Just like many other things Hollywood has normalized in the past, and people have just accepted it. So just wanted to talk about that just quickly. Two very interesting topics, and that's it. So let me get out of here. Do you want me, Pastor Joe, to just let go of the, so that you can just dive into it?
Yeah, stop the sharing so that I can share, but